Peace, everybody. It's your boy, Let's Talk. Back with another video. Alright, so I'm out here trying to get my steps in before the sun go down. It's a pretty good day today out here. And I had a lot I had to do. One of my daughters just found out today that she caught COVID. So I had to address that accordingly, and also had to address myself because I just got over COVID a few weeks ago. Now my daughter got over it, and she's over my house, which probably means that I might end up having it again. So it's a lot, right? But the topic of this video, I want to talk about the whole situation with Marlon Wayans and Tiffany Haddish. So I've been seeing all up and down my time feed on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok where people talking about Marlon Wayans, and it stated that he said that he refused to work with Tiffany Haddish or have her in any of his movies or the Wayans movies because of had to cross the street. We get across the street real fast. Alright, so saying that Marlon Wayans, he refused to work with Tiffany Haddish because he said that she's rude, that she's inappropriate, that she's ghetto. Pretty much your typical average black American female when it comes to stereotype and stigma. And he's saying that that's what she is, and he refused to work with her. And you got a lot of people on social media, a lot of females blasting him, saying that, well, he's not giving her a fair shot. People making excuses saying that, well, she had to overcome a whole lot in her life and her career to get to this point, so cut her some slack. Then you got your typical saying, well, you're a black man and she's a black female, so why shoot her down? Why not help her out, uplift her because she's a black woman? And when are we gonna stop with this whole because people are black stuff? Aren't we talking about this in this whole presidential election with former President Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris? This whole identity politics, this whole identify with someone because they're your race and color and creed. And don't get me wrong, there are bias towards it because I typically will identify with someone who was more so black than they were another ethnicity. But at the same time, I don't just rely on just because you're black, because like they say, every skin folk and kinfolk, and you got a lot of black people who are just blatantly ignorant and just disrespectful for nothing, and they just assume that because they are who they are, especially the women, that is just accepted, and you're just supposed to deal with it because they're a black woman. And it's like, where they do that at? No other culture would be able to put up with that. No other culture, especially here in America. No one will be able to do that but black women. And it's absurd. And this is the reason why you got a lot of black male celebrities refusing to work with women like Tiffany Haddish and others, because it's rude and ignorant, disrespectful. And a lot of that stuff is just uncalled for. And I was telling these young boys this the other day, because it's like, you don't got to be a saint. Ain't nobody telling you to be perfect. Ain't nobody's perfect. All of us are the same thing when it comes to evil and sin. Well, I won't say the same, but when it just comes to sin, we're all born sinners. None of us is exempt of sin. But at the same time, you can choose to be better. You can choose to do the right thing. And you can choose to be a person that's approachable and someone to get along with. Now it's a funny situation with me because I say all that, and a lot of people believe that I'm mean because like my outside life, I'm typically quiet when I'm around strangers and people I don't know. So when you got stuff like that associated with me just being a firm and assertive person, like I really don't sugarcoat stuff. I won't say that I'm rude and ignorant, but I speak my mind. People today associate that with just being mean. And I just look at that like, okay, it is what it is. But there's a difference between the way I go about life and just the way you see Tiffany Haddish is. And it is clear examples of her doing interviews, of her being seen in public, where she just act all out and wild out. And then you got so many other people speaking on this. So there's clearly a big difference. And this is the point that I'm speaking to, because she's not the only one. I can't just say that it's her. There's so many other women in the culture and entertainment who's like that, and they fail to realize if they change their ways that they might actually get more roles or more positions in life, in their careers. So, it's just food for thought. But I just thought it was interesting that you got a lot of females coming at Marlon Wayans because he said that he refused to work with Tiffany Haddish. I mean, if it was the other way around and Tiffany Haddish refused to work with Marlon Wayans, I don't think you'll get that much pushback. But, it is what it is. But let me know what y'all think. Drop your comments down below. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and hit the bell. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.